G'day folks. Well, I figured I'd light up the old Fyrside Kerosene heater for the first time in probably quite a few years. I don't know when this was last run, but I figure it's worth a try. Got me trusty lighter. Got a catalytic converter inside there, which is essentially just steel plates. Now this one, the wick is not adjustable, so it's all based on fuel feed. So I'll set that to low. I did let it sit for a while on high, simply just to get fuel up to the wick again, because it was bone dry. So I might have a bit of trouble starting this. Might just set it to middle. Let it sit and sort itself out. Very nice heater, it's in very good condition. This one was donated by Wicked XE. He had it sitting around for numerous years. Yeah, he had a similar model as well, which had no, well, sorry, it was in worse condition, but had a bottle in it, and this one had no bottle in it, so he's just swapped the bottle over. Maybe the catalytic converter, I can't remember. But yeah, he made one good one out of the two. Definitely sooting a lot. I've got a feeling the fuel system's a bit blocked because it took a while for fuel to get through to the wick, like a good 5 minutes of sitting. So I think I'm going to be pushing my luck to get this thing to behave at the moment. I'll have to open it up and maybe disconnect the fuel lines from the valve and just back flush them and blow them out with compressed air. Yeah, it's high on one side, very high. But I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We've got plenty of ventilation in here, so I'll just let it sort itself out. Yeah, the spring in the top slowly heating up. I think it definitely needs a new wick, which I'll be working on shortly. They are available, but just got to figure out what model this is. I don't know exactly what model this is because there's no tag on it to tell me. Apparently there's 3 different wicks, although this one's a 95mm wick, so it should be fairly easy to narrow down something that'll work. But as you can see, it's high on the left side. It's slowly coming up good though. Throwing out a lot of heat. But anyway, fuel system, I'll let the fuel system sit for 10 minutes before I even try to start this, so I know it's not leaking on the table. And if it does leak or catch fire, at least it's in the best area where there's mostly just cast iron and steel around it. Even then you'd be surprised how fast sheds burn. That's one thing, keep a lot of fire extinguishers handy. There's a full CO2, full dry cam. There's another full-size dry cam in the carport, and that CO2 down there is about half full, so we're pretty good in here. I take fire safety seriously. Plus there's another half-size dry cam back under the computer bench. Yeah, it looks like it's sorting itself out, but we're definitely high on that side. It's a bit of red flame. It stops sooting anyway, so I'll let it settle down and see what it wants to do. In the meantime, my trusty National's doing what it normally does. Work exceptionally well. We've also got the Fujitsu 7.5 kilowatt heat pump running as well, so it's toasty warm in here for an icy cold night. I think it's going to get down to like 2 or 3 degrees Celsius. Plenty of fuel. I'm not running regular blue Kero in these either. I'm running aviation kerosene, which apparently has a tiny bit of extra lube oil in it, but it's still safe to run in kerosene heaters. And apparently some people mix a little bit of 2-stroke lube with it and run it in diesel engines. I haven't tried that yet, but apparently it works. I'm not sure if I trust it, but I guess if there's lube oil in it, it can't really do too much harm to a diesel. Anyway, I'll let this settle in and see what happens. Thanks for watching. G'day folks. Well, I figured I'd light up the old Fyrside kerosene heater for the first time in probably quite a few years. I don't know when this was last run, but I figure it's worth a try. Got me trusty lighter.